So recently I've been having some thoughts, been asking myself some questions that maybe some of you are familiar with. Why is no one helping me? Why do I have to do this all by myself? Why am I the only one who fill in the blank? And then I realize that this is because I am in the habit of not asking for help. I noticed, I think other people knew this about me. I have difficulty delegating. Um, and the most obvious examples are when I'm carrying a dining room table by myself, like this. People ask me, can I help you? No, I'm fine. It'll be fine. The worst example was when, I think this has happened multiple times, I tried to roll the big round table down the stairs by myself. So that's just, yeah, silly, and also very dangerous. So now I'm asking, why don't I ask for help when I need it? Of course, sometimes we can do things on our own, and that's good. But sometimes we just need to ask for help. So I thought of many reasons, I'll share some of them, why I don't ask for help. First of all, I think it's easier to do things by myself, right? It's not such a hassle. I don't have to explain anything. It's very simple, right? But oftentimes that leads to, or it can lead to resentment. Then I'm doing everything by myself. Since I think it's so easy to do by myself, then I'm doing it by myself. Also, obviously, there's the risk of injury. And so I think here to let go of unrealistic expectations is very helpful. Then one reason is, oh, they're busy, right? I see guests talking or residents talking. I think, oh, their conversation is more important than moving this table or doing this other thing. I'll just leave them be. But I'm really missing the fact that they could want to help. You know, guests come here and they do want to help us. They want to be involved, they want to contribute. But I think their conversation about whatever it is more important than helping, maybe set up for a teaching. So then another reason why I don't ask is I think someone will say no. Or I think they'll forget to do it. Like maybe they'll say yes, but then later they'll forget to do it. So here I can ask myself, do I really trust people? Do I want to develop trust in others? And I can also ask myself, am I always reliable? You know, is it realistic to think that other people aren't reliable? You know? So then there's another one, they won't do it right. Even if they do it, it won't be up to my standards. And then I have to recognize that actually sometimes I have unrealistic expectations. I have very high standards for how things should be done. You know, like not all the red cushions have to be on the front row. Like we could mix up the colors. They don't all have to be in a perfect line. Although there was a guest here recently who I really loved this. He used the plastic puja tables as a way to line up the other plastic puja tables and then would take them out to know that there was a perfect space in between each one. I thought, wow, that's amazing. Then there's some other, maybe more serious kind of reasons, things that really hit at some of the afflictions. I don't ask for help because I don't want to feel obligated to others. I don't want to have to owe them something. or I don't want to be in debt to someone. And then I just have to remember, like, isn't the second motivation that we set in the morning to benefit others? And so why am I thinking in such a transactional way? You know, like, why is there hesitancy in asking someone to do something? And then another reason I found is that I'm angry and resentful, and I don't want to ask for help because there's this sense that if I ask for help, then my anger is no longer justified. And so I want to cling on to my anger, not let it go. And recently I was looking at some antidotes to anger in the Path of Purification by Buddhaghosa. And it's very interesting. I was going to do my BBC on that, but this became more kind of relevant. But the last antidote he gives, after pages and pages of antidotes to anger, right? Like if you're still resentful, do this. If you're still resentful, do this. The very last antidote he gives is give a gift or receive a gift. And I really found that true in my experience. If I can be open and receptive enough to ask for something, ask for help, it really helps to diffuse the grumbling, complaining, angry mind, to know that I'm in relationship to others and that others care. But I have to give them the opportunity to care. And then another reason, the last reason I'll talk about for not asking for help is I'm attached to my reputation of being hardworking, self-sacrificing, helpful, hardworking. And then I was thinking, like, but do I really want the reputation of being like looking stressed out? Is that really the reputation I want? Oh, there's the monastic that's carrying tables by himself and, running around. No, I don't want that kind of reputation. So I see that these reasons are very skewed. Geshe-la would definitely not be accepting of these reasons for why I don't ask for help. And so I was thinking, like, what would it feel like to drop this persona of being independent or self-sufficient? What benefit would come from that if I actually opened myself to others and to receive their help and ask for help? And I was thinking that for each of these reasons, there are many afflictions that I could let go of. So for I can do it myself, well, I could let go of arrogance, the pride of thinking I'm self-sufficient. For the reason of they're too busy, I could think that I could let go of putting myself down, thinking that what I'm doing is not important. For thinking that they won't do it or they'll forget, I could let go of distrust, worry, my clinging to predictability. For thinking they won't do it right, I could at least temporarily let go of my perfectionism or my wish for control. For the reason of not wanting to feel obligated, I could let go of thinking of everything I do in relationship to others as being a transaction. And really, I think that stems from self-centeredness and miserliness. So letting go of this self-preoccupation and looking out and seeing that, no, we want to be in relationship, independence on one another. I mean, we are independence on one another. So to embrace that, not resist it and deny it. And then the reason of not wanting to let go of my anger, then I can let go of this misconception that my anger is protecting me from suffering. I can see that thought come up in my mind. I'm holding on to it like it's something that I want. or that is precious, or that's benefiting me. But clearly it's not. And for this, for the reason of wanting to look generous or hardworking, is letting go of this idea of wanting to have a good reputation, and instead doing what needs to be done, asking when I need help. Very simple. I don't have to manipulate and think about how it looks. Basically giving up how things look. Just doing what needs to be done. So maybe there are others who don't ask for help. So I invite you to also look at these reasons, and I think there might be many more about why we don't ask for help, and really see it. We often talk about kindness as giving to others. And through this exploration, I'm really seeing how kindness is also being able to receive, being able to accept. And I think we can do that, and then we can drop a lot of our trips, a lot of our misconceptions, and really just open to our dependence. And in that way, then we can work much more harmoniously together and get a lot done for the benefit of others.